Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. We are just doing our revenge attack this morning, bright and early. They did do quite a bit of damage to this wall piece, but that's okay for now. He ran over in that direction, but I'm not quite sure why. I think he's just being really, really creepy and weird, and I'm going to take all of these arrows that I can possibly get from here. See if we can get them all. Another one just here. And then let's get over here and get this guy's bag. And we also have a little something going on today that we're going to try to figure out. So, a lot of you were suggesting that the reason I couldn't fly was because I wasn't using the right keys. And that makes total sense to me, guys. I knew there was something going on. I just couldn't figure it out. But today we're going to try to do that while the base builds mass. And then we're going to attempt to make a heater later for the base. It is starting to get close to winter, and things are starting to get a bit cooler inside the base. Overnight, we did get down to 0 degrees, which was a bit of an annoyance. And that also makes you use your food and your protein more quickly. So we're going to try to rectify that with a heater. Hopefully that'll work. I'm not quite sure how many heaters I will need, but I will be getting at least one up and going hopefully today. We do have everything to craft that with. We're just waiting on the base to make mass. We made some glass panels overnight as well. I am going to start attempting to work on windows. We need to try to get ourselves sort of a warm place to be. And hopefully we can start getting our windows up and going. And I need some sticks, guys, not arrows. Well, I need arrows. Well, no, I really don't. I apparently made arrows in the last episode or sometime in the past because I do have some. But for now, we are going to, so that we don't have to limp everywhere we go, we're going to be placing a foundation here with some splints inside. Very excited about that. Should it be a little bit closer to the falls? That is where I initially broke my leg all the times that I've been doing that. Maybe I'll just place it right here. I mean, there is a crate just up the hillside as well. I can grab that really quickly. Probably shouldn't have made that as tall as it is. Let me drop that down a bit. I don't know why I thought I was that tall. Much better. Okay, let's get our crate down here. The reason I am spending all of these resources placing a crate here is we came really close to dying in the last episode trying to learn to fly. And I don't want to lose all of the stuff that I have, you know, from a death. I'm okay with losing a little bit, but I don't want to lose a third of all of the loot that I do get. It just seems like a big waste. And yeah, I don't want to do that. So let's get back up on top of the falls. We'll try this again. So Beach Bum and someone else, I will definitely put the link or the name in the episode here, their name. Want to make sure that I give them credit as well. They did also leave a comment on how to fly, and it was a very, very funny comment. They made sure to include all the wheeze when we were taking off and doing all the good stuff, and I'm going to die already or get infected because I'm not quite sure what I'm backing into. Okay, so we're going to need a bandage right off the bat here, guys. This episode is not shaping up to be one of great value for me. Not great here, guys. Okay, so we do have our crate. We have our splints. We have one splint on us. We have several health kits that I intended to place down there as well. I didn't want to have all of them on me. Ah, Roost! Run! Okay, that was a bit scary, guys. Phew. Is he still chasing me? I mean, I'm sure he can see me behind the world's smallest tree here. But I really wanted to learn to fly in this episode. Okay, maybe we can practice off of a smaller rock, like this one. I mean, maybe. There goes the rogue. Well, we got really close to all of those guys, you know? That wasn't great. But maybe we can... There's a rogue down here. Get your tail back to your campfire and quit roaming around looking for me. I want to learn to fly here today, and I'm gonna do it. Hopefully. Okay. So, they all suggested to let off of all the keys and tap S to level out, and then S would keep you gliding. And then you can use your, direction pad or whatever to steer side to side, and that you could land relatively easily, hopefully. Okay, so let's get way back here. Run. Jump. Ah! We're doing it! Well, there's a bear over there. Let's get back. Well, we did it, guys. For a little while. I mean, we didn't really do a long, lengthy glide, but we did it. Okay, we got to try this little number again. I wonder, we can steer with the A and D keys, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Okay, well this is just going to take a little bit of getting used to. I mean, we're not breaking legs. And we're doing it. Let's jump really quickly. Okay. We need definitely a higher place to jump off of than that. We're going to have to build something, guys, to jump off of. Isn't that cool? So now that we didn't break our leg, we can take our splints back to the base with us. So any of you guys that have not flown, Beach Bum has a great description, as well as see the name underneath this. I'm afraid of butchering it. They also have a great explanation of it as well. Very, very thankful for both of you leaving the comments, telling me how to fly or glide, and that is really, really cool. But we're going to have to build something a lot taller if we want to glide for a long distance. I would imagine it would take something pretty tall to do that, of course. So we're going to have to get back over to the base, drop off what we have in our inventory currently, and try to get out without getting attacked by the rogues, do a bit of looting, get back to the base, and build the heater later today. Hopefully we can get a chicken. We do need a chicken for the animal housing. That would be lovely. We did get a few free arrows from the revenge attack, from the Bravo attack yesterday. That is all fine and dandy with me, guys. I'm okay with that. I just want to put the liver away. We burned several, as in 6 livers. We were trying to cook those. We did burn them. That's okay. We will survive. Okay, just want to fill that up. I did make myself some sticks so that I could also have a few more splints in the event I needed those. But currently, I don't think I need them. I'm just going to drop them off over in the crate, along with several of these health kits. Come on, you can do it. And I'm going to leave the gliding gear up here. Everything else I can just sort of throw away downstairs in a crate. I really need to get myself just a drop crate for up here, so that I don't have to sort all of the loot right away as soon as I get back into the base. And it would save precious time for looting. We only have so many hours in the day that it's daylight. And it would definitely make a difference, or all of the difference actually, if we didn't have to spend a lot of time sorting loot. I can always sort loot overnight, it's not a big deal. I don't mind. But let's go ahead and have some food this morning. Um, have a couple of tomatoes. I did plant some tomatoes as well. So I'm going to have a carrot as well, maybe two. Drink of water would be nice. So let me know what you guys have done with your Christmas trees now that the holidays are over. Did you leave it? I'll probably leave it through winter in the game, and then I'll try to figure out something to do with it. I'm not quite sure what yet, but a Christmas tree with snow on the ground just seems natural to me. Um, so we did have some water, we had food, we have everything that we need. We have bandages, health kits. We are doing okay. Um, we could look for the eagle again today. I mean, we're going to need more feathers, but truthfully, I don't think we've been over into the valley in a while, so that's probably where we should go. Let's get over in that direction, see if there's some great loot over there. I do see a crate to my left, just up by that wolf that's up there. I think it's a wolf, maybe a bear. But either way, we need the crates. We do need building items. We need nails. Definitely, nails are very, very important at the moment. We just simply don't have enough nails or wood right now to build nearly anything at all. And we do need these items pretty desperately. So hopefully we can find quite a bit of building material today. I would have really have liked to have brought a pickaxe with me. However, I did forget that, so I didn't craft one. I think I have one crafted in a crate, but I really did forget to bring one. That's okay. We will manage. We'll just have to leave all the ores behind that we do see and try to not cry about it. So let's get over this direction. There's always good loot over here. I do need to start making lockpicks, guys. Lockpicks, lockpicks, lockpicks. Desperately need the adhesive, and killing the deer just is not happening. Our rifle is complete junk. My mom and I were talking about it, and she notices that I can't hit the broadside of a barn with that. I told her I would do better probably just throwing the ammo at things instead of trying to shoot it. She agreed with me on that. She really doesn't like the pistol either. The Magnum, or the 44, sorry. She likes it pretty good. She's like me. She says it does quite a bit of damage, and I can actually hit the people with it. It seems like the pistol or the rifle is just complete junk. I guess when you get them upgraded a bit, they're a lot better. Probably should be working on that. I am not, and I did even in the first season. I did not work on getting a lot of upgrades for the guns and things, and I'm sure that would have made a lot of difference if I would have done that. Let's just have a little look around this rock. There's usually a couple of crates over here. Probably won't be today because I said there's usually crates over here. Um, this game has a funny way of proving you wrong. Always. There's always a crate like right here. I don't know if there's just a crate spawn here or what the case is, but there's always a crate here. And today apparently there is not a crate over here. And there is always the option that I'm just looking over it, you know. Don't see every crate. And sometimes I do miss them. I do see them in editing. But it seems like recording and taking your mind off of what you're doing and, you know, doing the commentary. It seems like that makes a difference when you're recording. It's just that you take your mind off of what you're doing and you don't really observe everything as you would if you were playing, you know, just playing to have fun. Don't get me wrong, I do have fun when I play this game. I still enjoy the game quite a bit. Um, but I do miss crates, and I don't pretend to see every person or, you know, every piece of scrap or whatever that's on the ground. It is difficult to see that stuff occasionally. But anyway, enough about that. My ramblings are just that, ramblings. So let's see. What is going on in the valley today? Lots of animals. That's to be expected. Lots of wolves. Lots of plant fiber. That's generally what we can look forward to. Several bears most days. Usually a lot of crates over here as well. I don't see a ton just right off the bat. I will probably chop a few trees just to give everything time to spawn in. It seems like that does help a bit. And as you can tell, the grass is starting to die and it's looking more like fall. The leaves are changing colors, and this is just an absolute gorgeous game. It's those small details. I'm sure that took a lot of work to get that into the game, but it's just the small details of this game that make it so much more better than a lot of other games that I do play. Um, really enjoy that. That is something that would be easily overlooked by most developers, but Cold Games did get that part right, definitely. The amount of resources required to build a foundation piece, I do think is still a bit excessive, but that is just me. I guess it adds to the difficulty of the game, having to grind that out. Um, this game can be a bit grindy, but that's okay. Um, the amount of nails, of course, as always, is still a bit excessive to me. Just to craft one ceiling piece or one foundation piece. Even a wall, it's still ridiculous. But I guess if you're building a wall, it does take more than one nail to hold it up. And it seems like Cold Games is going for a bit of realism here. So I guess that's why it takes more than the one piece of wood or the one nail to build a wall or foundation piece or even a ceiling piece or whatever you're building. But, it's okay. We'll get it done. Not a big deal. We always play the games as intended. Um, so we are just looking for pearls in this water. I do see some sandstone, but I don't really want to try to get that with my axe because it did degrade a bit in the last episode when I forgot the pickaxe to break into the Bravo base. Um, with that being said, we'll just get out of the water and continue looking for some loot. The sun is in the western sky, meaning that it has already been at least half of the day already. And it's starting to set, but it's still pretty, daylight out. So we've got some time to do a bit of looting over in this area today. We did learn to sort of glide with the hang glider, if I can get my mouth to work. So there was that. Chickens and rabbits. I'm desperately seeking a chicken, but I'm quite sure that the chicken would be dead by the time we got home with it. So I'm not exactly sure what will be picked up during this recording, but if you hear like people sawing and lots of trees hitting the ground outside, that is the contractors clearing the right of way for the power to the new house, which is very exciting. We are not moving very far. We did buy some land that joins the property that we live on now. Um, so we are building a house on that land, which is pretty exciting. We don't have to move too far away and all of that. And it's pretty close by, so we can work on it, when my husband gets home from work and, do some little things that we can do. And, yeah, it's definitely going to take a bit of time, but hopefully when we get that done, get the house built, and we get everything, settled in, that I can start streaming. I will have a proper office so that I can, have multiple monitors up and going and things like that so that we can start doing some live streaming. Hopefully I have enough knowledge to figure out how to do that. I know that's a bit difficult, or so it seems like it would be a bit difficult. Probably just figuring it out the first time would be the most complicated. I'd learn pretty quickly. There's a wolf. Still just looking for crates. I'm not seeing a ton of crates, but I do want to start heading back in the direction of our base. Don't want to deal with the bears or anything like that right away. Need to try to get a bit of wood today as well. We have 29 pieces. That's enough to keep the fire, so we're doing pretty good with that. Building crate just here. Hopefully the crates are starting to spawn in. That would be lovely. Nails and planks. Can't go wrong with that. 26 nails so far. That's a pretty good haul. I would love to be able to get maybe, 50 nails a day or whatever, but I just don't think that's an option for us. It would make things a lot easier as far as building is concerned. I do need to start, like I mentioned earlier, working on the. I need to kill this wolf because there's a crate there. I need to start working on the windows as well. I want to get back to the base and craft a heater. We need that also. Okay, let's go ahead and butcher the wolf. I just wanted to reload the weapon to make sure that we had it available if we needed it. There is also a crate just here. A couple of plants, some scrap around as well. I do apologize if you hear my laundry. Happens every Monday for the most part. So we ended up with about 7 inches of snow last week. It was pretty, it was very pretty, but very annoying as well. It fell very quickly. My husband was still working when it had stopped snowing for the most part. My brother was still working, so, a lot of people were still out and had to travel on that. There was backups on the major roads here. Both interstates in our state were shut down. 65 and 60, I'm sorry, 64 and 75 were shut down. Yeah, it was very exhausting for a lot of people, I'm sure. The ones that were out, having to help try to get the highways opened and all of that. Yeah, it was pretty. We don't usually have snow that falls that quickly or that much snow in one snowstorm or whatever. And generally, in a couple of days, it is melted. However, after the snow, we ended up having some minor flooding yesterday. So the snow had, it had rained and the snow was melting as well as getting an inch or 2 inches of rain in one day. So we had some minor flooding as well yesterday. So, yeah, one extreme to the other with that. Extreme snow and extreme rain in just a couple of days apart. So lots of issues. There was no, public school today. I already chopped that 6 log tree. There's a crate just over there. I do see it. I do need to wash my hands. Do I have water? I'm okay. I'm just going to go ahead and wash my hands here. It would be very sad to get an infection this close to the base, or at least this close to water. Let's go ahead and grab the nails. 33 nails is pretty okay for one day. Okay, ammo crate. Very nice. I was about to say I don't really see anything else to get. But that even had some nails in it. Okay. Let's make our way back to the base. Let's stop here, fill up the water canteen. I know this is a bad location because the Bravo base is just to our right, just up on the hill there. And the Bravo fishermen usually come down here and do a bit of fishing. And that would have been a bad place to have stopped to fill up the water canteen, especially with as much water as around us, but that's okay. Oop, didn't mean to do that. But I'm very excited that we did figure out about the hang gliding anyway, and very thankful for the comments left. I also had a comment from Jamie Joyce. She said that, she hadn't used the hang glider yet either, and that she was very thankful for the comment section because they did explain that extremely well. Both people did very well explaining that. And, very excited that you guys are so helpful. And that we did, sort of figure it out. We do need a taller structure or something to glide from. I guess I'll go ahead and have the carrot. Drop that in there. Let's put the one liver, and the fat goes in here. Now let's go ahead and drop the water in here also and let that be cooking. And plant fiber. We do have enough to make a fuel brick. We'll go ahead and craft that. We'll drop the rest of it off downstairs. Let's go ahead and drop off a few of the berries as well. And we'll bring the fuel brick back up here. Let's drop off the seed. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's get down here. Let's put the planks, scrap, some wood, nails, electrical components, and the plant fiber as well as the cloth and the worm away. And then these 3 items go in here. Excuse me. We want to make a heater today as well, or a radiator. I'm calling it a heater. We need scrap, 4 metal ingots, and 3 circuit boards. We do have the 3 circuit boards. We have the scrap and the metal ingots, of course. The metal ingots are just here. And we do have the scrap. I'm going to get a light on just here. And let's take 10 scrap. Get this radiator crafting. And I think I asked this question last season, and some of you mentioned that it covers your entire base, or for the most part. So when we get upstairs, I'm going to put this on the 2nd floor. When we get upstairs, I'm just going to place it maybe somewhere around the elevator shaft so that it'll be central. Let's turn that light off. Let's get upstairs. I do apologize for the darkness, but let's turn on a light over here. And it's still pretty dark. Hopefully you guys are able to see what I'm doing. I'm just going to place the radiator for now behind the elevator and leave it there. And you can upgrade it and all of that, but it doesn't use a ton of power right now. I think it uses 0.30, and it does keep you warm. We'll definitely have to check that out in the morning when it's a bit lighter here. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.